So I think an important question that should be asked here is, why do you think we should do this podcast? What's the goal?
We have a lot of experience running shops and working with a lot of different tattoo artists, and we are always discussing all these crazy things that we're dealing with and going through, and I think it's a good way for us to kind of give a little back to tattooing, to share some of our knowledge and experience with people, so that they can maybe learn from mistakes that we've made, or things that we've kind of unlocked and figured out. So that's, I feel like it's sort of a way to give back, because I love tattooing, and I want to see it prosper and thrive and improve, and I hope I can be a part of making it better.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I want to see tattooing continue and thrive, and everything you said, and if I can pass on anything that I've learned to help other tattooers, then I think it's great, because tattooers aren't businessmen, most of us. You know what I mean? I have learned along the way.
Tattooing's been really good to me.
Man.
And I want to give back. I want to share some of the wealth and knowledge and experience that I have, and I hope this is a way to do it.
Being able to draw something on a piece of paper is a pretty specialized skill, and not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
So that definitely is a huge confidence booster for your client too. They've seen you draw it. Now they know. You know what I mean? When you don't just bust out a drawing, they don't get to look behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Tattooers and stuff definitely are my family. The guy that taught me was so hateful to other tattooers, and I always thought that, like, those were the people I wanted to hang out with, right? Because they're fucking cool and they have an awesome job, and so that's what I did. You know what I mean? I met other tattooers. That's somebody that you have some very unique experiences in common with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bottles. He used Spalding pigments, and he'd save the empty bottles, and then he would fill them with alcohol and shake them up real good, and then he would sell that to customers. Be like, "Oh, you want to buy some ink? Sure." So there's like almost no pigment in it, just enough to turn the alcohol the color it's supposed to be, and that's what he would say. So
that's our fault, though, as tattooers, that we didn't create generally accepted process for learning how to tattoo. I mean, everyone agrees that apprenticeship is a way to go. Nobody agrees on how the apprenticeship should go. There's no structured, agreed upon method of teaching somebody how to tattoo. So that's our fault. I mean, we're gonna keep getting shit like this because we never took the time to collectively say, this is how you learn how to tattoo, period. And until we do that, this is going to continue.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, where it's our fault that there's people from outside the industry that own tattoo schools.
Yeah.
Somebody from outside the industry is going to tell us how we have to teach people. I mean, that's already a thing in some states. In Oregon, you have to go to a tattoo school. My friend that tattoos there calls them state-sponsored scratchers. And there are already in place federal and state guidelines for what an apprenticeship is. And I'm sure that no one is abiding by those. But as our popularity increases as an industry, the government is definitely looking at it, and man, the government loves to regulate shit. So
that's the whole reason they exist.
That's coming, so we can be part of that or not. Just like these new regulations where they're talking about everything we use is now going to be under FDA guidelines.
Products. Yeah.
So that's a big deal, you know. You should care.
It is. You have to get involved, right? You have to take control of the situation. You either drive these forces or you get overrun by them. You know.
Yeah.
We got to pick.